What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the news update, where there is some drama brewing around the mega deal that was kind of a done deal feeling a couple of days ago, and now potentially it is in danger, or maybe not. The reports are conflicting. Di Marzio is pushing that it's kind of in danger, and other journalists are pushing to just be patient and just calm down. Then there's a big update on Djaló. I think nobody was expecting that. And some Calafiori talk and maybe some explanation as of why the deal for Calafiori will definitely not be easy to do this summer. But before we get into it, as always, hit the like button. Let's push to 100 likes on this video. So hit it now, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about the potential mega deal. Okay, so Douglas Luiz, 20 million, McKennie Jr., a difficult deal from day one, basically, because a lot of moving, pieces, the cash, the players, the contracts of the players, the agents' fees, like everything. It's not one player, it's three. So it's hectic. It is hectic. Even though it was hectic a week ago, it was smooth sailing. It was like, yeah, everybody agreed. It's just going to happen. It's just finalizing the last couple of details. And then the last couple of days, it's all about McKennie kind of holding back the deal. Now, there are conflicting reports. One part of the media is suggesting that it's to do with McKennie's demands to Aston Villa, and the other part of the media is talking about Juve not finding an agreement on his exit. Now, on his exit fee, we don't know because we never heard about it. Me personally, maybe it is, a loyalty bonus. Maybe it is if you stay at the club for 3 seasons, whatever, the agent gets an extra million or the McKennie gets an extra million. I don't know. We don't know. But that's the only logical explanation right now. That is that. If it's between McKennie and the club. If it's between McKennie and Villa, well, then it's about money, But we do not know for a fact. Di Marzio is saying that at this moment in time, there's no progress. Negotiations remain stalled. Following the failed agreement between McKennie and Villa, solutions are being explored. Pedula basically said it's a priority for the club to get Douglas Luiz. They cannot fail. They are still confident, and everybody needs to relax. Romano added that, it's, again, a priority to bring Douglas Luiz to the club, and that the issue is between McKennie and Juve right now. However, they keep working on it, and they're kind of confident at one point they will find a deal. Now, it needs to be done before the end of the month for Aston Villa. That we need to keep in mind, My opinion is, if it's between Juve and the club, it cannot be about much money. Like, it cannot be about, if it's loyalty bonus, that it's 5-6 million. It cannot be that. Although it wouldn't be shocking, if it's Paratici's contract, he set up. But it can definitely not be that. And then I think about, let's say it's a million or two. Is Giuntoli risking it all for 2 million? Is he really taking that risk? That's why I'm so hesitant to believe what's actually true right now, because I think it's a bit of both, It's McKennie, it's the club, it's Villa, it's about money. It's not easy to do. That's what it is right now. And like Pedula said, you cannot fail with this deal right now because he maybe he wasn't priority, Douglas Luiz, at the start of the window, but he became a priority. And now you're like, okay, if we don't get this deal done, we need to shuffle the deck again, and it cannot be done because then you're stuck with McKennie, who's not signing a new deal but is out of contract. You're stuck with, quote unquote, Junior, who's not signing that new deal. You need to find him a new club as well, and McKennie, and it's extra work. It will take extra time, and you don't have a new midfielder in that Thiago Motta actually rates and thinks he can work with. So is the deal off? No. According to Di Marzio, it's trending into the direction that it's an off deal. According to Pedula, Romeo Grassi even, Alfredo Pedula, it's more about just be patient because it's between the club and McKennie, Juve and McKennie, but they're all confident that they will find an agreement. Until then, we just need to wait and see because I don't know, like we can make up fake scenarios. It's about money. It's involving McKennie and Juve. Maybe Aston Villa, who knows, but it's about money, which it's always about money. Now, the other update is on Calafiori. because I think after the game against Albania, everybody was panicking because it was trending on social media and blah blah blah. Maybe you have a reason to panic, maybe not, because the news is not shocking. Di Marzio's saying no, Romano's saying that Juve and Riccardo Calafiori already have an agreement, but the relationships between Juve and Bologna are strained because of the transfer of Thiago Motta. Bologna are hoping to sell him abroad for a larger sum, especially given his recent excellent performances. That last part is not a shock. Obviously, that's Bologna's game plan. Obviously, they're not going to sell before the Euros because it wouldn't make sense for them. You let him play at the World, see Calafiori and see what happens, like Sassuolo did with Locatelli. The main point right here is two. One, we have an agreement with Calafiori. He gave his word. That's what Romano said. He agreed with Juve. He wants to join Juve. That's that. That's a strong position for the club. It doesn't mean anything, in terms of, now it's definitely going to happen. But that's a strong position for the club. 100%. That's one. The second point is what I said yesterday or the day before that the way we signed Thiago Motta means we had talks with him or his agent back in January. Obviously, Bologna is not going to like that. On top of that, they're losing Zirkzee. Ferguson is injured. They might not redeem Salamakers because of his price. Like, they're kind of like the club is being, picked apart, from top to bottom. And obviously, they're getting the Champions League and they don't want to just go there and lie down, basically. So they will try to keep Calafiori if no big offer comes in. No big offer comes in for him, or if no big offer comes in, they obviously are going to try to keep him. But Juve will push. They will push to a certain extent. They're not going to overpay. That's why they're following Kiwior as an alternative. But they're in a quote-unquote strong position. They have the backing of Calafiori. So if push comes to shove, they can say, you know what? We want Calafiori, he wants us. He doesn't want the other teams. Let's just sit down and find an agreement, But again, that's not a deal that will be done really quickly. It all depends on everything as well, playing, in the Euros, how long Italy will be at the Euros. It's just wait and see again. Really quickly, while I'm recording this, there is an update from Di Marzio saying that McKennie is demanding certain things at Aston Villa. And Aston Villa is not open to, give in to those requests, basically. He also said, let's see if they find another player to include in the deal, or if they will find an agreement with McKennie. Now, really quickly again, I think we will get Douglas Luiz because we've gone so far in this negotiation. I think at one point the club is like, we'll probably pay a bit more cash and we'll move on McKennie later on. But then again, where is McKennie going? If he's not accepting Aston Villa and the Premier League and the Premier League money, then where is he ending up? Like, who is offering McKennie more money? Like, I'm so confused. Like, that's why I'm saying just wait and see. Now, the final bit of news is Djaló. Played the last game, part of the game. Nobody was expecting that. Came off the bench. Who is Djaló? What is Djaló? Nobody has a clue. The only thing we knew was, apparently, according to me, they were trying to sell him. Now, Mirko Di Natale came in and said, there are many requests for Tiago Djaló, but as of today, Juve is not considering his transfer, not even on loan. I cannot sit here and be like, that's the right move or is the wrong move. I don't have any tape for us to go off and say, that's right, that's wrong. I don't have that. I want to see more of Djaló because I want to make up my own mind before I say, yeah, he's not good enough or he is good enough. Thiago Motta has not seen him play, like there's no tape, the tape is 1.5 years ago, basically, before his injury. So there's no proof to actually go off and sell him, That's why I'm like, just keep it and let's see how it will work out. You pay 5 million or something, you will get that money back, even if he's not a top player. But at least, like me personally, I want to see him. So I'm okay with Tiago Djaló saying, and let's see what he will do. Will he be good? Will he flop? Will he be decent? Whatever. But I just want to see before we are sitting here and be like, okay, move him on and let's see what will happen. So apparently Tiago Djaló is staying, which is interesting because the way Motta sets up, it's going to be interesting how he's going to play Djaló because he has a lot of speed. He's pretty decent on the ball from what I've seen, from what I've seen at Lille as well. So it's gonna be interesting, But let's see. Let's wait and see. But that's it. I will be back live in a couple of hours after the last Euro game, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, enjoy your day. Ciao.